Hey everybody, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas here on the set of Sportsbook Radio. Always invite you to check out the archives at sportsbookradio.com with the top sportsbook directors, handicappers. We've got great information all emanating from Las Vegas. And we've got great information for you below this video, the featured pick of the day, oddsworthbetting.com. They've got the featured pick of the day for you for as little as $7. Okay, on a Friday, we got a couple of preseason games in the NFL. We've got Atlanta and the Jets. This is a game that's close to a pick 'em. Some places we do have Atlanta 1-point favorite on the road. The total on the game is 39. If you're the Jets, what do? You know Geno Smith's out of action for 6 to 10 weeks. Now, Fitzpatrick's your quarterback. For the most part, you know what he brings to the table. He can move the chains. He'll win some games for you, but he'll make a bunch of horrible decisions. Drives me absolutely crazy that all we ever hear is how smart he is. Yeah, he went to the Ivy League. That's great. But he makes a lot of dumb decisions in the course of football games. But if you're the Jets, why would you risk getting him hurt as you're already between a rock and a hard place at the quarterback position to begin with? As for Atlanta, Matt Ryan, you'd expect to see the top offense for the Falcons go a little deeper in this game. The total on the game, 39, is the consensus in Las Vegas. The other game coming your way on Friday is Seattle at Kansas City. Now, Kansas City's a 1-point favorite. The total on the game is 40.5. Interesting, what will Pete Carroll's mindset be? He's a rah-rah guy. He always tries to win these games. You watched the game last week. Russell Wilson should play more in this spot. But Seattle knows what they are. They just don't want to get anybody hurt. And frankly, the game last week, it was a game that was going to be an under game, but that's the danger you get when you're in preseason. When you get to backups, you'll have defensive breakdowns. You'll have interception returns or fumbles returned for touchdowns or special teams, and Lockett put on a display. Kickoff return for a touchdown actually turned an under game into an over game. Kansas City, on the other hand, a 1-point favorite at Arrowhead. The total's 40.5. Alex Smith, I'd look for him to play a little bit better because Chase Daniel had an unbelievable game in his first outing against Arizona. Put a little heat on Alex Smith. But we'll see what goes on here. Kansas City likely to show up in front of the home crowd with a little more sense of purpose. Again, Seattle knows what they are. Staying healthy for Seattle, that is the main concern. Now, we're heading into a very busy weekend. We get the Wyndham Golf Championships we can follow all weekend long. We're in the home stretch of NASCAR. Major League Baseball, the pennant races continue. On Friday, the Indians will be in the Bronx to take on the Yankees. Carrasco's expected to get the start for the Indians. The Twins are at the Orioles. Malone versus Chen. Baltimore still hanging around. I know everybody's in love with Toronto after the trade and that hot streak. I still maintain Baltimore is the team that I think makes a big push here and has something to say in the American League East. Rangers and Tigers, Lewis versus Verlander, two guys that have had good success in their career. In fact, Lewis is 13-5 this year. Justin Verlander remains such an anomaly, having a horrible year. Royals and Red Sox. We've got the Mets at the Rockies. The Mets doing great work in the National League East. We get the Blue Jays at the Angels. And, hey, who knows? Both of these teams chasing teams atop their respective divisions. But these are teams that are capable of making the postseason. The White Sox are at the Mariners. And the Cardinals on a western swing, they've got a date at Petco Park with the San Diego Padres. So we've got preseason football, a lot of baseball, heading into a big, big weekend. Of course, the preseason's rolling along. College football is not that far away. We've got big contests coming up in Las Vegas. We'll tell you about that in this space tomorrow. As always, we remind you about the featured pick of the day from oddsworthbetting.com, available right below this video for as little as $7.